about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready! 61, back, box, right.
Now ETN to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Recon, what did you fire? Hey, one here.
On play action, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and a couple. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked. incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Go. Hey.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 43 yards. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 61 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Seven, our score after 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Being chased out left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. At that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, lock it.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Rock it. Hey.
Second down and goal. Lawrence steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because
he's got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't have to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, Justin Herbert looking Austin Eckler's way again. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll find Everett there complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. To their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a grip.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Herbert now. He's got it. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in time the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On the ready.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence.
Under pressure, they got him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Carter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 4th down, Herbert. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
61 yards.
And the Chargers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run with ETN. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Another tote for ETN. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Linebacker, cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Come on, set. Hey, go!
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Eckler now between the tackles. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a
short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On second down, Eckler. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my